How big of a Bob Marley fan are you?
Are you kidding me? Between reading One Love Now to Noah and singing it like all of my life, it's just, what an icon.
This movie really tells about the love story between Bob and Rita, and it is amazing that they had a very different love story, but it was important. How hard is it when you are a star to have a normal love life?
It's as normal as you want it to be. Whatever normal is. You know what I mean? I feel like love between two people is what they want it to be. And you know, in me and my husband's relationship, we try to be as functional as possible. You know what I mean?
You hit the jackpot. You got a great husband. You have a great husband.
Wonderful husband.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that I thought enough of myself to choose him because he's such a good guy. He's such a good man.
He is a great man. All right, what are y'all doing for Valentine's Day?
I'll actually be on a press run for Mea Culpa, a movie that I've done with Tyler Perry. And I will be in New York.
Tell me about the movie.
I'm super excited. It's myself and Trevante Rhodes, and I'm basically a defense attorney, and I have a new client, and there is a lot of energy between myself and this client, and I'm supposed to really, really get him off.
What did you think of the Grammys and Jay's speech?
I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work.
Sean Carter is one of the greatest men I know. And his words ring so loud to me, and I couldn't be more proud of him. And I'm just really happy for a lot of things that he said. I think that he made a lot of artists feel very seen and very heard in those minutes that he took on stage. Whether you carried some of that for years or a year or felt some sort of way about that, and it's no disrespect, as he said, it's just more so thinking of new ways to whether it's vote or come together for new artists, and what are the rules, how do they apply. It's really a big moment when you go to the Grammys as a kid.
Yes.
You're voted for by your peers, and you know, you're not thinking of everything else that's attached to it. And that's like the peak of career. You know what I mean? So you just, we're grateful for the opportunities and my moments on stage and the Grammys for sure. But I think that it has to evolve.
Do you think that Beyoncé is too far ahead of the curve? Because the things that she has done. No, what I'm saying is she has moved everything forward each and every time with those last few albums. And I wonder is she too far ahead of the curve? Because she's moving stuff forward and she's doing something that everybody will copy later on. Now everybody's sounding like Lemonade years later, you know. Now everybody wants to dance music.
I understand what you're saying. You know, I think that is a gift. She is an icon, the icon that she is, and that's for a reason. It's because she starts trends. She is innovative. Her thoughts are big and bright, and she just jumps for them and does it. You know what I mean? And I think that her albums are a reflection of that. It should be, you know, really celebrated in that way. Album of the Year a couple times. You know what I mean?
There's three I can think of right off. There's three without a doubt.
I'm not saying that because it's my sister. I'm saying it because it's the truth. And I've seen the blood, sweat, and tears that she puts into these projects, and her thoughts, and her heart, and her passion, and her soul. But you know what? The way people honor her and the way they show up for her, it's all I think she sees, and she sees it from her heart. So I think when you honor her and you are kind and you go out and you support the way people did for the movie, the way they wore all silver, that's the way she's like, you know, she sees that, and I'm sure her heart is full. You know what I mean? So I think that sometimes that's all you need. It doesn't necessarily have to be a piece of metal. You know what I mean? That is beautifully sculpted.
Right.
It can also be the people that support you, and they ride or die for you the way that Beehive does. So,
They don't play. Don't ever. I know.
Yeah, for sure.